Alright, if you're tuning in, then you are ready to solve multiplication mayhem. And so what I'm going to do for this is give you some quick directions, show you how to solve, and then you are expected to complete the rest on your own. So it says solve for the product in each box and record it on the line. Add the products from the two boxes horizontal to each other, that would be these two, and the sum of the two products should match the value found in the box to the right of them. So basically what that means is we're going to solve the product for this question. We're going to solve the product for this one. We're going to write our answers here, and then we're going to add those two products together to hopefully get an answer of 1 11/100. So if I set this up, remember when we're multiplying with decimals, I would just write the numbers down. Lining up the decimals doesn't necessarily matter. In fact, when I'm multiplying with decimals, I usually tend to put the number that has more digits on top. Not the one with the bigger value, but the one with more digits. So what I'm going to do here is I'm thinking about 6 times 7, and what is 6/10 times 7/10? Well, that's going to give me 42. So I'm going to write my 2, carry my 4, and then I multiply 6 times 0, which is 0, and then I add in the 4. Now I've got to go back and put in my decimal, so I count my decimal place value, tenths, hundredths, bump it over, tenths, hundredths, and my answer is 42/100. Okay. Over to the right, we have the number 23 times 23/100. So this is a perfect example of one that has more digits. I'm going to put the one with more digits on top. So we have 0 times 23. And honestly, boys and girls, if you want to leave the 0 off, that's okay, because anything times 0 is just going to be 0. And we're going to multiply that by 3. So remember, we multiply pretending that that decimal point is not even there. So we start with the 1s times the 1. So 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 2 is 6. And then we count our decimal place value because there's not another digit to multiply by. So we have the tenths and the hundredths. So we're going to bump our decimal over tenths, hundredths. And I'm going to record my answer here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two products together to hopefully get a sum of 1 11/100. So remember, boys and girls, if we have numbers involving decimals and we're adding or even subtracting, in this case we're adding, we want to line up those decimal place values. So we have 69 hundredths and we have 42 hundredths, and if you want to put that 0 here, you can. We're putting these together. So we have 2 plus 9, which would be 9, 10, 11. So we count up, starting with my largest digit, that's 6, plus 4, that's a group of 10, plus 1 more gives you 11. And we drop that decimal into place, and we have 1 plus 0, which is 1. So then I carefully just draw my arrow, and I give myself a little smiley face, and this answer is correct. So what you're going to do, boys and girls, is you're going to complete this. So you're going to solve for these two answers. See if you get this as your answer. When you get your two products, you're going to add them together. And then you're going to do the same on the back. So boys and girls, just know that this will be out of 3, 6, 9, 12. That means each one will be roughly 8 points apiece. So make sure that you do your best work. And it should be an easy 100 because remember, you're self-checking your work. Happy solving!